Okay, we are considering this position as the ground position. That is, we are considering that at this position, potential energy is how much? How much it will be potential energy? If you are considering this as the ground, how much it will be? Height is how much? 0. So we'll take it as potential energy as 0. Understood now? We are considering this level, this position as the ground, or with respect to this position, we will measure the potential energies now. Okay. So at this position, we are considering as the potential energy as 0. Okay. Now see what we are going to do. We are displacing it from some position. For example, I've taken it up to B position and displaced. Up to B position we have taken and we have displaced. Okay. So if you're considering this point, okay, this point. So I have taken it up to this B position and now I have removed the hand. And what will happen now? It will start to move from this position to this one. So what is being imparted as I have taken it to this position? Let this height be h. What will be the energy stored here? It will be the potential energy, mgh. Potential energy will be mgh. From this position, I have moved here. So height, how much height it has moved? H height. So potential energy will be here. Okay. It will have the pendulum will have the potential energy of mgh. Now, if I leave it, what will happen? It will move towards A position. So what is happening? Its velocity will keep on increasing. What is happening? The height is continuously decreasing. So the potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. It is getting converted into kinetic energy. Okay. So at every moment, its potential energy keeps on converting into kinetic energy, but total energy at any moment remains constant. So as it comes here to the A position, potential energy becomes 0. All the energy will be converted into kinetic energy, half mv square. Okay. Now it moves to the other extreme position. As it moves towards the other extreme position, let that position be C. What will happen there? Its height keeps on increasing. Its velocity keeps on decreasing. Its velocity keeps on decreasing, keeps on decreasing. Now kinetic energy is converting into potential energy. Again, it will reach height h, and the energy will be converted into potential energy. And kinetic energy will be how much? 0. You can see as well what is happening here. From this position, as it starts to move, maximum velocity it will have at the mean position. Now, as it starts to move from towards it, its velocity keeps on decreasing, and the kinetic energy is getting converted into potential energy. And here, it stops for a moment. The bob stops for a moment, then comes back. Stops for a moment. It means at that moment, kinetic energy will be 0 and potential energy will be mgs. That is, all the energy will be stored as potential energy in the bob. Now it comes back again to the A position. Again, potential energy converted into kinetic energy here. All the potential energy have converted into kinetic energy. But total energy at any moment remains same. Okay, it remains same. It means, see here, we can equate the total energy here to the total energy here. Yes or no? Since total energy at position A equal to total energy at position B and total energy at position C, the total energy remains conserved. That is same total energy it will be. So we can equate them. That is total energy at position A equal to total energy at position B. 1 minute. Total energy at position B equal to total energy at position C. We can equate them since energy remains conserved. Okay. What is the energy stored at A position? Kinetic energy only. Kinetic energy, because U is 0. And what is the total energy stored here as? As mgh only. It is UB. What is the kinetic energy at here? Half mv square. Here mgh. Get cancelled. What will be the V? Root of 2gh. Okay. So to reach the height of h, how much velocity we must impart to the bob at A position? This much velocity we must impart. With this much velocity at bob at position A, it will reach the height h. Okay, this is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here we have explained the motion of the bob by applying the principle of conservation of energy. Yes or no? We have explained the motion of the bob, how the motion of the bob is taking place. That is, what is the velocity here? It is coming to rest here, coming back here, then reaching that height, and the velocity is decreasing from mean position towards the extreme position. At the extreme position, the velocity becomes zero. That is, all the energy, kinetic energy has been converted into potential energy on the extreme position. So on the extreme position, the bob will have the potential energy. In the mean position, the bob will have only the kinetic energy. This is clear. So we can equate the energies. That is, total energy at this position remains equal to this one, equals to this one. So we can calculate any of the known unknown parameter. For example, it is given to you that height is 20 meters, mass is 1 kg bob, and gravitational force is 10. You have to tell what is the velocity acquired by the bob. So it does not depend on the mass, no need of. If we equate the energies, we can calculate the velocity of the bob at this A position. We can calculate G is given, H is given, we can calculate the velocity of the bob. This is clear? Is this clear? Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
we can discuss.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? So see here, there is a law of doubts that if you don't study, there will be no doubts. Happy? Okay, if you study, there will be doubts for sure. So it's better not to study so that no doubts arises. Yes or no? But there is one more law, law of miserability. That is, after some time, you will be miserable. If you haven't cleared the doubts on time. Yes. So these laws are are under the laws of life. Yes. Is this clear? So do ask the doubts if you have.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so let's start the numerical with this. We are going to apply those theory to numericals. Okay, numericals will apply and see numericals are very, very important. Here we are take the practicality of those theories. Okay, so you must go through the numericals and try to understand what the numericals is going to tell. So we are going to invest most of the time in numericals. Okay, so numerical first. A ball of mass 0.20 kg. So ball is of having mass is how much? 0.2 kg.
Sir, 2 kg.
This is the ball's mass. Okay. It's thrown vertically upward. So this ball we are throwing vertically upward with an initial velocity of 20 meter per second. So here is the ball and we are throwing it initially with a velocity of 20 meter per second. We are throwing it up. So see here, we'll be considering this as the ground. This as the ground. The moment we are throwing, the position from where we are throwing, that we are considering as ground. With respect to this, we will calculate the height. Always remember this one, okay? Initially with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Calculate the maximum potential energy it gains as it goes up. Okay? So what we have to calculate, maximum potential energy, where it will take place, maximum potential energy. Where we'll have the maximum potential energy. We have the potential energy here, here, here. Maximum potential energy here, where it reaches the maximum height. Maximum potential energy will be there where, because U equal to mgh. For mass we cannot change, acceleration due to gravity we cannot change. So this maximum potential energy means height must be maximum. That is how much height maximum it has reached. At that point it will have the maximum potential energy. So at this point it is going to have the maximum potential energy. The point where all the kinetic energy have converted into potential energy. Is this clear? It means
Yes,
at
sir.
this position, it must have only the potential energy. You can see as well, you have thrown the ball. It stays there for a moment, comes back. It stays there as a moment means velocity is zero, it means. So all the energy is being stored in which form? Potential energy. So how to calculate that? Potential energy. Calculate the maximum potential energy. We will apply the principle of conservation of energy. Conservation of energy, what it says? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to the other.
One form
It
to
means
another.
it means total energy at any moment remains constant. Okay. What is the total energy here? In the form of kinetic energy? It is in the form of kinetic energy at this point. The total energy here is in the form of kinetic energy. And here the total energy is in the form of potential energy. What it means, this kinetic energy, whole kinetic energy has converted into potential energy. So will they be equal?
Yes.
Yes, or any doubt you have?
Sir, again tell.
Will the kinetic energy here equal to the potential energy here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it will be equal
Yes,
because energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It remains constant.
sir,
Okay.
it can change
Friction
from
we
one
are
form to another.
another. So it has changed from kinetic energy to the potential energy. At this point, it was stored as kinetic energy only. At this point, it is stored as potential energy only because maximum potential energy we have to take at. So at this height, there will be no kinetic energy. It means all the kinetic energy have converted into potential energy. So they are numerically equal or not? They are equal. Kinetic energy at this point is equal to the potential energy at that point. At this point, is this clear? So equate them. Half mv square. Calculate the energy here, there. Okay.
Sir,
Potential
1
energy,
upon 2,
maximum
sir, 1 upon 2 into 0.2 into 20 into 20.
0.2 into 20 into 20. Okay,
Yes, sir,
2 there
then
cancel, 10, 0 cancelled. How much it is?
40
40,
joule.
40 joules. 40 joule. Okay, have you understood? So see here. Here,
Yes,
how
sir,
much
done
is the
also.
kinetic energy? 1 minute. How much is the kinetic energy here? 40 joules.
Yes,
This
sir.
whole kinetic energy has converted into potential energy at this point. So this at this point it is stored it is as kinetic energy, and now it will be stored as potential energy at this point. Okay, understood? Now we have equated the energies because principle of conservation of energy, using principle of conservation of energy.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try the second one now.
Sir, done.
So whatever potential energy at the maximum height will be the kinetic energy at the initial position. Okay, read the second one, everyone.
Sir, done.
If done, that's good. Okay. If I say in 8th class to read the question, what they do, they start to unmute themselves and start reading. Okay. So second question. A stone of mass 500 gram is thrown vertically upward with a velocity 500 gram.
15
With a
meter per
velocity
second. 15 meter
15
per
meter.
second. Per second.
Okay. So gram we have to convert into mass into kg, 0.5 kg or half kg you can take. Okay. That's up to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Calculate the potential energy at the greatest height. Again, the same thing.
Sir,
Whatever
half mv
kinetic
square.
energy will be here,
Sir, half mv
half
square.
mv square. Calculate
Sir,
the potential kinetic energy.
Sir, half into 0.5 into 15 into 15.
Calculate and tell me how much it is. So whatever kinetic energy is here, that will be
Yes.
stored as potential energy at the maximum height. We can equate. So this will be the potential
Sir,
energy at the maximum height.
56.25.
Okay, it is coming 56.25
25 joule.
joule. Okay. So here at this point, it is stored as kinetic energy, and this will be converted into potential. You can see the total energy remains conserved. Whatever energy is here, same energy is here. Here it is in the form of kinetic energy only, and here at the maximum height, it is in the form of potential energy only. First point is clear.
Yes,
The
sir.
potential energy at the greatest height, the kinetic energy
Sir,
on
same
reaching
only,
the
sir.
ground.
Both potential and kinetic
Same
energy.
only.
Yes,
So
sir.
this will be the kinetic energy at the ground. So it is going up, coming back down. So at this position, it will have all the kinetic energy at the ground. This will be the kinetic energy at the ground. Okay.
Yes,
The total energy at its
sir,
halfway
half
between.
into kinetic energy plus potential energy.
Where is half?
Sir,
Where
half
half here?
only. Sir, potential
No,
is same.
no energy. No half will be there. See here, whatever total energy is here, at this point it is in the form of kinetic energy here. And here the total energy is in the form of potential energy. Okay. This total energy at any point remains same. Here, kinetic energy is potential energy is zero, therefore it was stored as completely as kinetic energy. And it is how much? 56.25. At this point as well, it was stored as only as potential 56.25. At any point in between, there will be potential energy plus kinetic energy, but total energy will remain as 56.25. Yes or no? The total energy remains same.
Yes, sir.
Only there will be change. The sum will always be constant. That is, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It keeps on
The change from
changing
one form
from
to another.
one form to the another. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Second question is clear. It was very important.
Yes.
Okay. Third question: a metal ball of mass
Sir, done.
2 kg. Okay, it's fine if done. Then please be quiet. A metal ball of mass 2 kg is allowed to fall freely from rest. This time, a metal ball is allowed to fall freely. Parinita, please mute yourself. A metal ball of 2 kg is allowed to fall freely from rest from a height of 5 meters. So it's a free fall body. So 2 kg mass it is given. No velocity we have imparted to it. It is free fall body and it is falling from a height is given or not? Height of 5 meters above the ground. This height is 5 meters. Okay. And g we have to take 10 meter per second square. Now the potential energy possessed by the ball when it is initially at rest. What is the potential energy possessed by the ball? Anyone in class? What is the potential energy possessed by the ball?
mgh.
Sir, mgh.
mgh.
Sir, 2
That
into
will be
10
the
into 5.
potential. 2 into 10
10 into
into
5.
5. How much it is?
Sir,
100.
100 joule.
100 joule. So the ball is having 100 joule at this position. Okay. Potential energy possessed by the ball when it is initially at rest. Initially at rest means no kinetic energy, only the potential energy, 100 joule. Okay. Now second part, kinetic energy of the ball just before it hits the ground. Just before it hits the ground means
Sir, both potential
all
and
the potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy.
kinetic
So
energy.
here it will be stored as kinetic energy that will be also equal to 100 joule.
100 joule.
All the energy are converted into kinetic energy. Just
Sir, we have to
before
show
hitting the
that
ground.
in this also we have to show that mgh formula and that here directly we can write.
No need. You can directly say at this point the whole kinetic energy will be converted into whole potential energy will be converted into
Kinetic energy.
So it will be equal to 100 joule. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Third one, what happens to the mechanical energy after the ball hits the ground and comes to rest? It hits
Sir,
the ground and comes to
sir,
rest.
heat and sound energy it converted.
Heat and sound energy, you already know that one.
Yes, sir.
It converts into heat and sound energy. Okay. So see here mainly what happens in real
Sir,
time.
when heat, sir, no heat is generating. Sir, only sound we have here.
Heat is also there. Okay. See here, as ball is thrown on the ground, what happens? Sound you hear as though some
Yes,
heat.
sir.
It is some energy dissipated aside, some energy and it rises little bit. Again it drops, again rises a little bit, again it drops, rises a little bit and coming to the ground like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So some energy is always converted into sound energy, but total energy remains constant. Okay. At that last moment, if you sum all the sound and heat energy, that will be equal to all the potential energy or all the kinetic energy. Understood this one? As well, in
Sir.
air
Yes,
it is
sir.
there, so frictional forces also there. Overcoming the friction as well, energy will be converted into overcoming the frictional force. That is, it's real time. Okay. Here we have taken idle cases. That is, no other form of energy is being converted. Okay. Third question is clear. Fourth one is nice question as well.
Sir, all are nice only.
Yes. Just like you all.
Sir, like you, sir, you are nice.
Thank you, but you all are nice. Okay. So do the fourth question. Start doing the fourth question. Numericals are very important. So always go through the numericals. You will understand the chapter very well. It's kind of a revision of the whole chapter. Concepts will get clear. The diagram given below shows a ski jump. A skier weighing 16 kgf stands at A, at the top of the ski jump. He moves from A, takes off for his jump at B. Okay, it's like this. Here 75 meter. This is A position. Here it is A position, and here it is B position. It is 15 meters. Okay. And this is here. Okay. His mass is 60 kgf. Okay. Stands at A, top of the ski jump. He moves from A, takes off his jump at B. So he moves from A, takes off the jump at B. Okay. So first question, calculate the change in gravitational potential energy of the skier from A to B. What is the change in the potential energy from A position to B position? So we can take what is the potential energy at A, calculate the potential energy at B, we can subtract that one. Yes or no? That will be the
Yes,
change
sir.
in the potential energy. Question is asking, calculate the change in the gravitational potential energy. So how much it will be? Mg
H1 minus H2.
H1, or you can say Mg H2 minus
H1
H1.
minus H1.
This is H2 or this is H1 I have taken. Okay, that is up to you how you take. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, we can take
So
H1 minus H2. So that be.
you can take it like this as well. Okay. So what is the potential energy here? Calculate the potential energy here. Subtract that. That will be the change in potential energy. Okay. So where this potential energy has gone?
Sir,
It has converted into some other form of energy.
yes, sir.
As it starts to move, its velocity keeps on increasing. So potential energy is converting into kinetic energy. Converting. Maximum velocity here. Now its kinetic energy again starts to convert into potential energy. At till B position, it converts into potential energy. As it moves, jump is the sky. Kinetic energy is converted into potential energy. Maximum it reaches, and here all will be converted into, if you there's a components more and more. Now again it drops, so potential energy again starts to convert into kinetic energy. Like this it will take place. Yes or no? So if you are taking this position and this position, the difference in potential energy is whatever potential energy here and calculate potential energy here, take the difference. That will be the change in potential energy. Now this difference, where it has gone. Okay. Now see your second part. If 75% of the energy in part A, 75% energy of this energy is converted into kinetic energy. It's written there at position B. 75% of the energy in part A. This energy, whatever difference is there. This is the change in potential energy. So where this change in potential energy has gone, it is converted into kinetic energy. How much of it has converted into kinetic energy? 75% of it. 75% of this energy is converted into kinetic energy. Understood? Rest energy may have gone in friction, overcoming the friction or any other forces, air drag or maybe. So whatever energy has been reduced, potential energy has reduced from this to this, and where this potential energy has gone, it has converted into some other form of energy. And how it has converted into? Out of its 75% is converted into kinetic energy. It is given in second part. Okay. So how much you have calculated in first part? Okay, it comes out to be 3.6 into 10 raised to power 4 joule. Okay. This is the change in the gravitational potential energy. So where this potential energy has gone, it has gone in kinetic energy and some other form of energy. And out of it, 75% of it, 75% of this energy is converted into kinetic energy. Okay. And you have to calculate the speed at which the sphere arrives at B position. What will be the speed of the sphere at this position? So here we have potential energy plus kinetic energy, yes or no? This potential energy we have already separated from this one, whatever potential energy was here. So this difference is converted into kinetic energy plus other form of energy. And out of this, how much? 75% is converted into kinetic energy. So 75% of this energy equal to kinetic energy, that is half mv square. You can calculate the velocity. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So till fourth question you all try. Okay. Fifth and sixth we'll do tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Till fourth question you try it once. Okay. Fifth and sixth we'll do tomorrow, and then we'll start calorimetry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you have any
Thanks.
doubt, do ask.
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. No doubts. Okay. No study, no doubts. Okay, then thank you all.